Welcome to the BVTV Network, coming to you from the UK studios of BizVision. I'm your host, Malcolm Gallagher. Now, this is episode 3 and the final one in the BVTV trilogy with marketing expert Darrell Evans. So, hello for the final time, calling Las Vegas and Darrell.
Glad to be here, Malcolm. We are having some fun. Let's continue.
Yes, yeah. Well, I just knew. I only talk to the best, don't I? Darrell, you and I have talked extensively off camera about video marketing and how it's becoming more persuasive in B2B marketing, especially. Now, you've flirted with video in the past, moved away from it, but now you're returning. What's your thinking here? And how do you think video marketing will be in the future?
Video is one of those opportunities for let me back up. Most business owners agree that we as consumers, they have the power of decision in their hands. They have their smartphones. They can, at the stroke of a mouse, they will go get the information they want when they're ready. They don't need a salesperson cold calling them all day. No. They don't need an email pitch. They will go get the information when something in their life happens that they want to resolve. Yeah. So video is one of those conversations where if you do video right, you can use video to replace that face-to-face conversation in micro moments that meets the consumer where they are and on their time frame. And you mentioned that I flirted with this. I guess that's a one way to put it. But in 2007 is when I first launched a YouTube channel. And I didn't launch the YouTube channel to be a YouTuber. This was way before that became famous. I literally, Malcolm, was taking 50 new customer conversations a month. 50 on an 18-month workday was a lot. Now, I was very successful. I'm happy. I'm not trying to say that was a bad situation. It was a good situation. But out of a good situation came a problem that needed to be solved. What I realized was I was answering the same questions in those 50 meetings over and over and over again. So finally, I saw YouTube come out and I jumped on board around 2007. And of course, creating video back then was nothing like it is today. And I'm not trying to be the guy in the room who's the old guy in the room who's saying, oh, when it was a FireWire and it took 8 hours to transfer it from the camera. No.
Do you mean you were filming in black and white?
That's right. What I am saying is I wanted to resolve a problem and video became the solution. How do I not have to re-answer the same questions this many times per month? And I started recording answers to frequently asked questions that my consumers would be asking me at that time. Little did I know that that is still happening today. So in today, we see this in Google search data. We see this in keyword data. We see it in Google ad data. We see it in all sorts of places online. And that is consumers go online to search for answers to questions. Google's algorithm itself has reset itself such that if it has content that answers that question, they will immediately put the answer at the top of the page for you. For longer, more in-depth discussion, video plays a wonderful role, especially for professional service companies, consultants, coaches, authors, speakers, things like that who are experts. I call them experts at craft. And video is an opportunity to A, start building trust, B, get those touch points in early, C, you can reach people and amplify your videos for almost next to nothing. And I'll say this for your listeners, because I'm inside of ad accounts all day, all week, all month. You can take a 1-minute video, 2-minute video, 3-minute video, whatever the size of the video needs to be, and amplify the reach of that video for as little as 15 cents for someone to watch a 3-minute video. 10 cents, 5 cents, it depends on the type of industry you're in. And so we always talk to business owners about leverage. We always talk to them about cost to scale. And there really isn't any better channel, or should I say medium, I call it video, then you tie it to the channels, call it YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, even now TikTok. And I don't suggest that everybody has to dance on TikTok. If you want to dance, do your thing.
Thank goodness for that.
If you want to, do your thing. But what I'm saying is video gives you the ability to literally be everywhere for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
And that is going to change at some point, but that is the opportunity for every business today. On the back of Google Ads, you should be doing video. On the back of your SEO effort, you should be doing video. On the back of your networking, I still work with a lot of companies who are still in organizations where they're networking. Great. If I meet you in a networking environment and I'm curious about your product or service, when I venture to your website or your social platforms, how will I get to know you better before another face-to-face interaction? I say it's through video, and it's not complicated today with our smartphones. It literally has everything you need right in the phone.
I spend a lot of my time helping people, professional services as well, bid for contracts, bid for tenders. And I've been telling them that today's buyer, which are millennials and generations coming through now in procurement and purchasing, 70% of their decision is made before they go out to tender. And I've interviewed the buyers constantly. If I go back 10 years ago, they weren't looking at social media. They did nothing about social media. Now they go to watch the videos to learn. They're knowledge seekers. Buyers are knowledge seekers, and they're constantly on video, learning. And if you're not there, as you say, you won't be part of it. So it's an exciting medium. And we've also found, by the way, Darrell, that video gets you into niches. For example, we've got here at BVTV our conscious and green business channel. So we're talking about conscious areas. We've got our My Development and Wellness channel. And with some fascinating people that we're meeting that are taking us down into mind, getting your mind and everything like that. So there are so many opportunities that you can delve into with video, aren't there?
So many opportunities. I think the distinction that a lot of people, if they accept this is my paradigm over the years. So I'm not saying this is written online somewhere, but this is my belief. People don't buy, some of us have heard the phrase, people don't buy what you know until I forget the phrase. I'm going to butcher it now. I'm not even going to try to do it because I'll mess it up. Here's what I've learned, and I hope is helpful to the audience. People don't buy the thing you're selling. They buy how you think about the thing you're selling. Meaning, people aren't necessarily buying the service or the product. They're buying how you think about it, why you built it. They buy the why. Simon Sinek says, start with why. Well, before start with why became popular, I started realizing that when I've been in professional service companies, and now the last 11 years, the vast majority of professional service companies, what's the difference between this law firm and that one? What's the difference between this accounting firm and that one? What's the difference between this body shop and this one? What's the difference between, if you're an expert and you've got a unique invention, that's a difference. There's difference. Yeah. But when we think about products and services that would be or could be deemed commodities, professional services, real estate, mortgage industry, insurance companies, what's the differentiator? The differentiator is the professional and how they approach the process. It's not it's not the divorce papers. They look the same. Yeah. It's not the body shop. The car was wrecked before it got there. It's going to leave looking better than it did when it got there. All of the outcome, it's the process to get to the outcome. And mostly people are buying how they think. When we work with professional service companies, we're trying to unpack how they think about the solution. And a lot of people, I say, buy how you think about the solution. It's not just the outcome they buy. They buy certainty. They buy clarity. They buy your thought process en route to the thing that they want. And so it's something to think about. And video can help you convey how you think about it. And that's what I found over a lot of years.
And I say also, as just a final bit there, Darrell, that get in front of the camera yourself, because there is a really true expression today, and that's people don't buy what you do, they buy who you are. And they can then see by watching your presentation and how you're speaking, whether they will know, like, and trust you, as you said beforehand. Thanks, Darrell. Now let's give viewers and listeners details of your URL, your website, which in true Las Vegas style, we've still got it up there. I should have got it flashing lights for you, Darrell, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should have.
I apologize.
Next time. You could have done better. No.
Next time. Now, obviously, for listeners, let me spell it out to them. It's all the W's, Darrell, which is spelled DARRELL, DarrellEvans.net. Now, Darrell and his team are experts, as you've been here, in helping professional service companies especially improve their marketing effectiveness. I started this trilogy by saying that I felt that effective marketing needs a blend of modern digital skills with the experience of customer understanding. Above all, you want a return on your investment, and I trust that is what you've got for kindly giving Darrell Evans and myself your precious time to watch this trilogy. Thanks, Darrell, for being a great guest.
Thank you, Malcolm, for having me. It is always an honor to share some time with another expert, and hopefully your listening audience got something out of today.